when we're complaining, frustrated, and disillusioned about things in life, we really have to get that off our chest. That's a really important step in processing what we're thinking and what we're feeling. But if we want to go further, we're gonna need to figure out, well, what is that pushing me toward? And I really think that it pushes us toward needing more communication. But it starts actually from the inside. And only after we've done some inner communicating can we then go outward and can we deal with the people that we might feel we're frustrated with or that we're complaining about. So in this video, I just wanted to encourage you that when it comes to inner communication and becoming aware of what is really bothering me, the idea that we kind of come to God and we're just saying, I am complaining, I am frustrated, and getting to the point where we can say, I bring that to you, and you don't have to be ashamed of that. We don't have to hide that from God, because I really think from my own experience that by doing so, we are going to stay up in our head. When we get to the point of saying, this is just so how I feel, this is right where I'm at right now, I'm not happy, I'm not seeing the positive or seeing the purpose in this, that emotion and that entire, like, even vibration that comes along with those feelings, that is something that we can't fool God about. He already knows that that's where we're at. So in bringing that to spirit, in saying, okay, that's how I feel, we can then make sure that as we go and further our inner communication, we're not letting our emotions speak for us. That's such an important step, because if we don't bring that to God, if we can't say, here's where I'm starting, this is my starting point, and doing that inwardly with God, then we are going to let our emotions speak for us outwardly. So the inward communication is this personal thing between you just saying, okay, I know how I feel. Not exactly sure what is bothering me about that. And you might initially think, well, it's that person or it's that situation. But always be willing to say, please help me to understand what is underlying that. Because there is something underlying it. And a lot of times it's a recurring theme within our lives of something that we felt originally in like an original wound, and we were too young to really recognize it for what it was, and also too emotionally involved. And so now it just feels the same way. And every time it feels the same way, it returns us back to that terrible feeling. And so as you go inward and you're talking to God about it, you can look for the types of basic themes like I feel rejected, or I feel worthless, or I don't know if I matter. Whatever the underlying vibe is for you, that's usually what has been triggered by the situation. And when you can say, okay, that part is valid, but at the same time not exactly true about the situation, that person's not trying to make me feel worthless or so forth, then you can stop letting your emotions speak for you. And when you go outward in communicating, you can say, here's the situation, we're working through that, but at the same time, here's how I'm feeling, and I don't blame you for it, but I need you to understand that that's what it triggers in me, that's what it brings up for me, and I don't put that responsibility on you. I am working through that, but please respect and understand that that's kind of part of what I'm dealing with. So whenever you're complaining, frustrated, disillusioned, those are all valid starting points to let us know, okay, I need to go inward first, and I need to bring that to God and talk through that in myself and with spirit, so that I can maybe have more clarity. And once I have the clarity, I can then be more fair in going outward in my communicating, not letting my emotions speak for me, but instead allowing for the interchange to be as honest and open as possible. And look, I know it's unglamorous, it's all internal work, and nobody's going to see it, nobody's going to validate you. So just know that it is valued by God. The efforts that we make to bring this to spirit and to coordinate there, it is valued, and it matters so much, because as we become more familiar and relaxed within ourselves, that makes the impact in how we communicate, how we build our relationships as we continue to go forward, and it blesses this world. So keep it up and know that it is making an impact in your own life, but is also building a legacy of your children and those around you, understanding, oh, we can operate differently and we can be more balanced in how we move forward. So take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.